you are a phenomenal sound designer. I mean, you are a great sound designer. What is your process for learning a new synth? Because you'll get a synth like Massive, like you got the new Massive, and you're still kind of learning that one, right? Do you read the manual, or do you just kind of sit down and just mess with it for an hour?
I should read the manuals.
Get a cup of coffee, or
I should read the manuals. I sometimes I'll watch like little video clips just to get an overview of the capabilities of a synth. But at the end of the day, like all synths for the most part operate similarly. Of course that depends. Like I'm talking strictly like soft synths, like software synths. When we talk about like hardware synths and modular synths, that's another realm that I'm not really familiar with. But
I'm not either.
I would love to.
I'm not.
It's kind of out of my realm.
It's out of mine too. Because here's the thing, man. I am honestly embarrassed by how little I know about synthesis. I'm like, it sounds nice. Like I literally will go into Serum or to whatever I'm using, okay, and I will just start moving things around. I'll usually start with a preset that I like, and I'll just start messing with stuff, and until I find something, I'll just save it because I know I'm not going to remember what I did. That is the full extent. Like, it's embarrassing. Yeah. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes like when you're explaining something to me, I'm like, like pretending I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea.
I think personally, when it comes to at least my approach to like software synth sound design, there's like different tiers of how strongly different effects change your sound. So like filters, the filter type and like the envelope of that filter has an incredible effect on the sound, to the point where like there's some presets that I have, like Omnisphere is my favorite synth, and there's some presets that I have where the filter is so overpowering in the character of the sound to where I can change the waveform from like a saw to like something else, and it really doesn't change the sound much.
Just by the filter.
Because the filter is what's really driving the characteristic of that particular preset. Because maybe I have like a really tight like whoop sound or something, followed by like a small room reverb, and just the combination of those two things is what's really creating the sound. And let's say that like filter is just sweeping over, I don't know, let's say it's sweeping over, it's like a low pass filter that's sweeping from like 0 to I don't know, like 10k hertz or something. If I have like, I'm just getting like a technical example, if I were to change like the waveform, the information that filter sweeping over is the same more or less from like a sawtooth to a like square. It's like very similar. So it's like the waveform itself isn't changing the sound as much as what the filter is doing. So there's these different things that you kind of catch on as you play, where it's like, okay, I know like a filter sweep is going to be a main characteristic of this preset, or I know that that like adding unison will be a driving characteristic of this sound. And that's kind of the mindset that you can take from synth to synth, because every synth you have has these basic effects, you know, these basic tools. Every modern software synth, you can modulate a filter, and you can add a reverb that's inherent to the to the plugin, this and that, you know.
I actually came to that realization when I was watching a Twitch stream by a very talented producer named Paulina Hare. Right. She's a very talented producer. She is an Icon grad, and she also has a Twitch stream as well. And I remember she had soloed a track to a song that she was working on, and she was going through all of the various plugins that she had on that particular synth. And I remember her bypassing all the plugins, and it sounded just like a regular saw synth, like but then she put all the stuff on it, and it sounded like this amazing just the coolest thing ever. And so a lot of times it's just putting effects on a sound and you can really change it.